And hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. It's almost morning, midday, afternoon, sometime, wherever you are. I'm so glad that you are here. This is Dr. Dwain Woode. This is our work time with Dr. Dwain Woode as we continue our series on Q4, right? The fourth quarter. This is an interesting time as we get to the end of the year. It is so important that we work on effective time management. And that becomes even more critical as we move closer and closer to the end of the year. And so tonight on this show, we're going to be talking a little bit about time management, and then we're going to spend some time working, right? So if you've got your stuff, get it out. You got your pens, your pencil, your papers. You've got that list of things that you have to do. We're going to talk about managing time. And then we're going to actually get to do some work tonight as we move into our series. If you remember, our series is, and we've been continuing. This is our 8th episode in Q4 winning moves, right? Behaviors to help succeed in Q4, and then strategies for navigating the year-end sprint to success. That's what we're doing. And we've talked the last couple of nights. We did, adapting and evolving. And then, of course, last night we talked about reflecting on your progress and what that means. And then tonight we're going to be talking about time management, right? Mastering time management for Q4 success. So if you're out there, so get your stuff. Go ahead and let me know that you are there. Give me a thumbs up. Write a note. Let us know that you are with us, and then pull out your stuff if you got some work to do. And I've got some work that I've got to do. So we will do that here in just a little while. If you've not already done so, go ahead and check out our previous episodes. And let me see if I can pull that up really quickly. Check out our previous episodes on the channel, and so you can, let's see, where are we? There we go. So that you can see all of those as well. And let's get over here. There we go. Okay, so that channel that's coming up there right away. And then, of course, this is where we've been. That one that you just saw, all about diets. That's the show that we did earlier today. That was at 7 p.m. and we go live every Monday at 7. So that's our normal show. And then, of course, all of the others that you see around it are the ones that we've been doing over this course of the last week, little over a week now. This is our 8th show, and today is the 9th, so we're off by one. But all of those are there. That's our work time and all the different things that we've been talking about and how do we succeed in Q4. All right. So please get out there. Let us know that you are there. And if you're working with us, and then if you're watching this on the replay, put replay, and then come join us, because we're going to continue this process. There are a few days that we're going to be out away, and we'll let you know when those are. But for the most part, we are here working as we move through the fourth quarter. All right. So let's get to it. So tonight we're talking about mastering time, right? Mastering time management. And that is what we're doing tonight. Mastering time management. You see there, as we near the end of the year, effective time management becomes very important. Right? It's the linchpin for achieving goals and aspirations. So we got to make sure that we're doing that. And as we go, let's just hop over and we'll talk through these quickly. So the power of prioritization, right? So learn how to identify your most critical tasks and prioritize them effectively. Often, and there's this interesting thing that we say, that we allow, right? We allow the urgent things that are in our schedules to overshadow and overpower the important. It's not that they don't have to be done, but the things that seem to they got to be done right now, they seem to overpower the things that are really important. And sometimes we end up doing things that are less important than things that are bigger in terms of things that need to be done. And so we got to learn how to identify the most critical tasks and prioritize those effectively. And there are lots of different techniques that you can use. Are you guys hearing a hum? I think I'm hearing something coming through. I'm not sure where that is. But different techniques that are available for people to use and for them to begin prioritizing. So, there are lots of things like, you list everything out, all the things that you've got to do, and then you go back and then you put a 1 next to the really important ones, and then a 2 next to the ones that are not so important, and a 3 next to those, right? And then you kind of sort them based on those numbers, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So lots of things that are out, a lot of techniques that are out there that you can use. We won't spend time going through those here tonight, but if you're interested in those, go ahead and let us know, and we can go ahead and we can do a show actually on any of those. And if you look at the bottom of the slide, you'll see this come through all the slides tonight, right? Actionable behaviors and strategies to maximize your productivity, minimize distractions, and make every moment count in the year's final quarter. So that's kind of our thoughts tonight. Okay. So learn how to identify your most critical tasks and prioritize them effectively. Then discover techniques for distinguishing between urgent and important activities, ensuring your energy is directed towards high impact tasks. So that's what I was just talking about, right? Being able to go through and list those and categorize them, and then go back and sort them according to the order. And then the ones that are number one are the ones that we do, right? The ones that are number one are the ones that we do. And when we get through the number one list, then we go to the number 2 list and number 3 list and so forth. That way, we're not doing the smaller things that seem more urgent before the things that are really, really important in us achieving what we need to do over the course of the quarter. Okay. Then number 2, time blocking. Time blocking. Where do you think that comes from? Right. That's what we're doing right now. I've set aside time to come on and set aside time to do some work. And I am doing that here online so that you can join in with me, and so that we can spend some time so that you can be a part of this process, right? So we have this dedicated time, and you know that it's here. You know I'm here, and you can come. You can bring your work, and you work on your side once we get through this little discussion, and we'll do our thing, right? So use time blocking as a daily game changer. Daily, y'all. Right? So daily game changer. So every day you should have some time set aside for tasks that you need to do. Now, here's the thing. Here's an interesting thing, that most of the things that we do in our day has to do with our job. So on your job, you've got to prioritize. But our time outside of the job, right, is usually the time that we've got to do time blocking and prioritize, because the time on the job is already set. It's already set, and it's already being used, and it's already scheduled for us. So when we get off, it's the other times that we've got to prioritize and get those working. Okay. For example, when I go to work in the morning, from the time I get to work to the time I am done, right, on depending on the day, then I'm committed to work. There are times when I have a break. There are times when I change my schedule so I can leave early. There are times when there are other things that are going on in the office, so I have some time that I can then allocate to something else, right? But the time that I am scheduling and time blocking is usually the time that I'm in this space, right? So when I come home, when I do my show, when I prepare my content, right? When I do things, for instance, I work with one of the ministries at our church. I work, several ministries at our church. And so those I have to prioritize so that I can be there to do those, okay? So anyway, so using time, right? So you want to create a structured schedule that optimizes your productivity, and it allocates time to you so that you can use that for the most important goals, right? So we don't want it to be let me say it a little different, a little more politically correct. We don't want it to just be an open schedule, right? So there has to be time where you are saying, hey, this specific time, and everything doesn't have to be blocked off, right? And in this case, you're starting slow. It's not like tomorrow you're going to go, if you've never done this before, and then all of a sudden everything is blocked off with a specific time that works perfectly. And even as I am taking care and doing things, there are times when I have to adjust the schedule because something else is coming up, right? So it is fluid, but there are things that you do that you're going to say, okay, this is the time for that. For example, the show that I do at 7 o'clock, I don't schedule anything else at 7 o'clock. Now, I am on the air unless I am away or unless someone is sick. Okay. So that show goes on. So that show has been blocked. It's time blocked. There's no changing that within reason, right? So, I mean, things can come up, and you guys have been very gracious whenever I've had to do something else. Yeah. So time blocking. All right. And then here's an interesting one. The art of saying no, right? So understand the importance of setting boundaries. And we did a show where we talked about boundaries. We actually did a show where we talked about time blocking as well, but on how to set boundaries and how to do boundaries without feeling guilty, right? So practice and understand the importance of setting boundaries and saying no to tasks and commitments that don't align with the Q4 priorities. Now, there are lots of things that it would be good to do. There are a lot of things that it would be very important to do, but do those align with the things that we need to do, that you need to do to get through Q4 this last quarter successfully? Okay, and we'll see something else coming up here in just a minute on that all of us struggle with. Okay, so those things that you have to do, are they in line with what you need for Q4? Now, here's the thing: everybody has needs around you. Everybody will think that their priorities, their process, their meeting, their whatever they need is on their top of their priority list. Is it in yours? And if it's not getting us in the direction that we need to go, then we may need to say no to that thing. We need to say no to that commitment. I can't do that right now. Okay. Not that I don't want to, not that it's not important, but right now I am working on my success for this final year, right? And then practice polite and effective ways to decline requests that could derail your focus. One of the shows that we did earlier, we talked about purpose, and we said that you can actually be doing stuff, right? You can actually be moving. You can actually be working, expending energy, but if it's not aligned with your purpose, and if it's not aligned in the same direction as your priority, that success, that plan, that smart goal that you have, then it's not the thing that you need to be doing, right? So saying no to things that don't align with what we say that we are heading to. Taming technology. This is the one I was talking about. So taming technology. Remember, down at the bottom, once again, actionable behaviors and strategies to maximize your productivity, minimize distractions, and make every moment count in the year's final quarter. That's what we're talking about, right? And we're talking about our series. Remember, this is our series. Our series is for Q4 winning moves, behaviors to help succeed in Q4. And we're talking about strategies for navigating the year-end sprint to success. Okay, that's where we're heading, and that's what we're talking about. So we're talking about now taming technology. So taming technology. So taming technology, right? So you've got to manage digital distractions, and you want to make technology work for you rather than against you. Now, I'm going to tell you that this device right here, let's see, can you guys see me? Let me go over to a different screen. So this device right here, this guy, yeah, it is a big distraction sometimes, right? Because you get on there, and I go on there for something in particular, and hey, I'm going to check this, I'm going to check my email, and then next time I find myself, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. Now, I look at social media quite a bit, because I'm in the social space. I do shorts, I do my show. I have people who comment, and so I'm trying to respond to those. So I'm looking at it, but even as I do that, I've got to be careful that I don't, for instance, answer a question from someone who is asking or commenting, and then all of a sudden I get caught up scrolling and going through other things, right? So want to be sure, be careful that that's not where I find myself. Yep. All right. So taming technology, and then let's see. Let's get back over here. I keep going to that one. That one's coming up soon. So you want to declutter your digital workspace and boost your concentration. Now, let's see. Let me go over here, and I'm going to show you. I'm giving you the behind the scenes for a minute. Okay, so let's see. Let's get our behind the scenes view. Okay, so here. So this is where I spend a lot of my time. Okay. And I have to be careful, because it's so easy for me to come in here, and for me to log on, and for me to get in front of the camera, and for me to start doing stuff, because there's so much in my head, so much in my brain that I want to do. And sometimes I'll get in here and I will get lost. Right? So this is not really a good space for me to come unless I am actively doing some things in here, because if I come in here, I'm going to get lost. So for me, going elsewhere in the house, right? So going in the summon room in the back, or going to the family room, which is where my son is a lot of the time, right? So getting out of here would be a form of decluttering, so that I'm not spending, I don't get caught up in what we talked about in this process of just being distracted by all of the technology. Yep. Okay. All right. So taming technology. Once again, actionable behaviors and strategies to maximize your productivity, minimize distractions, and make every moment count for so in the year's final quarter. Okay. All right. And then some techniques. Here's a good one, right? Pomodoro technique. This is a time management method that can enhance your focus and productivity. And so basically what this is you will set some time. You say, hey, I'm going to be working. Get your whatever it is you're working on, and you go ahead and you set 25 minutes is the classic. You can adjust this based on your needs though. So 25 minutes and you work. And you are hitting it, right? So this is not, do some work and look at TV, or do some work and look at my phone. This is, okay, the work that I said that I've got to do, the work that I say that I'm going to do, I'm doing that right now, and I'm hitting it all the way. And so for 25 minutes, I will work, and then I'll take a 5-minute break. So you got a timer, and you hit that timer, and you start going. And when the timer goes off, then you stop, you go, you take your 5-minute break, and then you come back, and then you get on to the next task, right? So Pomodoro technique. It allows you to be efficient. It allows you to enhance. Now, one of the benefits of it is that because there's that timer, right? You're focused and you have limited time. So you are focused on the things that you need to do. And that is a beautiful part of this technique. Okay. And if you do that, and like I said, you can adjust that. You can adjust that based on where you are, based on the things that you need to do, right? And of course, apply this technique to your daily tasks, and maintain a healthy work-life balance. So that if you've done that, then you have time. You can work and you can do the things that you need to do for work, and then also for your family. Okay, so very, very, very important there. All right, and then y'all, delegating and outsourcing. Now, nobody can do things as good as I can. Have you heard that before? That's what we tell ourselves. Yeah, I've got to do it, because if I don't do it, it's not going to get done. But guess what? There are people out there that actually can do it better than we can, right? They can do it better than we can. And even if they can't do it better than we can do it as good as we can, or they can do it in a sufficient manner so that it is in keeping with the standards that we want. So what we want to do is we want to identify the tasks that can be delegated. Just like we are prioritizing, right, our tasks, the ones that are important and not necessarily urgent, so we can prioritize those things, or we can evaluate those things that can be delegated, and then we delegate them to trusted individuals or services. Sometimes we outsource it to a service, to an agency. Right? I'm going to tell you, one of the things that I need to delegate, one of the things I've got to work on is my video editing. Right? So all the videos that I'm doing, I edit those myself. Well, my son does help me with that, depending on what we're doing. Right? So that's one thing that I've got to get off my plate, because if I can get that off my plate, my night, my evening, my work day opens up tremendously. Right? And so you just got to be able to know the things that you want, the things that you want to delegate, and so get people out to do those. Right? So delegating. And so time management, mastering time management for Q4 success is a part of the behaviors that we need to help us succeed in Q4. Right? So as we approach the year's final quarter, as we're in, right, the Q4 winning moves series equips you, this thing that we're doing right now, with knowledge, strategies, and tools needed to navigate this critical point successfully, this critical period successfully. All right. So as we go here, and so you don't see these little snippets, right? So there are lots of things that we're doing, that we're talking, and I want you, don't just listen to them. I want you to begin applying them. Whether it's aligning your passion with your purpose, right? Reviving some forgotten goal, and we've talked about that. Whatever it is, financial goal, relationship goal, some entrepreneurial goal, some personal goal, some hobby, some physical health related goal, whatever it is, this series, right? Remember that your journey towards success is personal and it is dynamic. Woohoo! Yeah, love it. And this, remember, that's what we're doing, right? Remember what our theme is. Q4 winning moves, behaviors to help succeed in Q4, and then strategies for navigating the year-end sprint to success. Boom, boom, boom. There we are. All right, y'all. All right. So there we are. There we have it. Okay. And so now we're going to hop over, and I'm going to show you behind the scenes, and I'm going to begin working. I'll come back and we'll talk a little bit, and then down the road we'll conclude the evening. Just one point that I do want to make is, if you've not been over to Dwain Woode MD yet, that's our website. Make sure you get there and look at all the material that we have been putting out, not just on the YouTube channel, but we have more material that we do on the website. You can look at our blog that's out there, right? Make sure you look at our blog. Make sure you look at our coaching program, and that is, and here it should be coming up there in just a minute. There you go. All right. So this is our website. You want to get over there. Here's a free resource, 7 Keys to Success. You can download that. That's our free ebook that we've written. This is our Unmasking the Sweet Truth. This course just came out yesterday. So brand new. And you get to understand, right, the importance of sugar in the diet, sugar in inflammation, sugar in diabetes, hypertension, hyperlipidemia, strokes, all of those things, rheumatoid arthritis, obesity, and understanding what the role that sugar plays, and being able to cut that out and decrease it and manage it. You go through a series of videos there. There's a workbook that comes along with this. At the end, there's an assessment, and you get a certificate that says you've completed it. A wonderful way to get into Q4, to begin looking at health as we move into the new year. So make sure you get over there and you can do that. And then, of course, like I said, our coaching, our next level coaching program. If you feel stuck and not sure what to do, how to get out of where you are, there's the coaching program. And then our blog, Level Up Your Life, is what the blog is called. And so wonderful articles that I've written that you can get out there and you can use. All right. So having said all of that, now let's go ahead and let's get to our work. So I'll see you in just a little bit. All right. So hopefully you are getting some work done if you're out there. I am getting some work done. And I think I'm almost done. Almost done with this part of what I was doing. And it's a simple task. I was actually adding some pagination to the workbook that I have for the course I just created. I realized that I didn't put page numbers. So anyway, so I've been doing that. And so I'm almost done with that. I get ready to export that and then move on to my next task. All right. So hopefully you're getting some stuff done as well. All right. Here we go. Back to work. All right. All right. All right. So we are just about done for this episode. Glad that you are here. Glad that you're working. Hopefully you got some things done, right? So hopefully you took some time to work with me, work along with me, and you pulled out some of the things that you need to do. As we move into the rest of the week and as we move into the rest of the month and rest of the quarter, begin now using the tools that we've talked about, right? Reflecting, prioritizing, get out the list of things that you said you were going to do. We're setting some SMART goals for the things that we need to achieve before the end of the year in this last quarter as we get into the new year, and begin constructing those lists, prioritizing them. What are the things that we need to be working on? And then we use this space when we come on to get some of those tasks and those things done so we can set ourselves up for success moving into this, moving through the quarter and into the new year, right? Yep. So that's what we got, y'all. That's what we got. And I like these guys right here. Okay. So that is, this is our 8th episodes, Q4, right? Winning moves, Q4 winning moves. And that's what we're talking about. Behaviors to help succeed in Q4, strategies. And that's what we're providing strategies for navigating the year-end sprint to success. Yep. Yeah. So glad that you have been here along with me. As I've mentioned, make sure you get over to our website. As we make sure you get over to the YouTube channel and look at all the things that we've got going on rest of the quarter over there. Let people know that we're here and like, using subscribe, the tools, share. We are, let's see, yesterday I told you we needed 12 more. It was actually 22 more to get up to 2,200, and we've gotten to 2,200. We're actually 2,260, I think 2,261 maybe right now. Okay. So help us out. Go ahead and let your folks know. Come on, they can work with us as we're talking about Q4. This is a very important thing. It doesn't matter whether it's a personal, whether it's financial, whether it's in business, relational, personal growth, hobbies, whatever it is that you want to do. Q4 is the time where you can get that done. And here is a space where you can begin working on that. And then, of course, over to our website to avail yourself of all the things that we've got there. Our coaching program, our new, very new, dropped yesterday actually, our new course on becoming healthy, a step in moving into a health-related posture, so that as Q4 ends, as this year ends, we move into the new year with a sense of having a plan for our health. Yeah, let me say it like that. Okay. But thank you for being here. Glad that you're here. Come on back tomorrow evening and we will be working again, y'all. We're going to spend some time here talking some more about strategies. And then, of course, we'll have our work time. So glad that you continue to support us. We really appreciate that. Let us know that you're out there. Give us a thumbs up. Find us on our social media platforms and say hello. And we'd love to engage with you as we move through this quarter. All right. See you tomorrow evening. Bye-bye.